All right, so this is basically a review on the mixtape or EP. Well, it's more or less like an EP, but it could be an album. I wouldn't know what to call it, but basically it's called Little Big Man. Before we get to that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Follow the Thealkebulantrust on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff there. So yeah, let's just get into it. So it's called Little Big Man by Wretch 32. And the artwork, come on, when it comes to Wretch, he always goes in. Like, he's one of the top lyricists um, in the world. I'm not even going to just say in the UK, in the world. Do you know what I mean? Uh, yeah, I like the artwork. It does represent exactly what. Okay, I just saw something very interesting. And I could be wrong about this. Um, all right, so basically the artwork, yeah, it's got like basically a baby or a toddler, and he's wearing a baddie in it. He's wearing a baddie. Technically, let's not call it a balaclava. It's a ski mask in it. Let's call it exactly what it is. It's a ski mask. Yeah, man's not skiing, but it's a ski mask. Anyway, and he's nappy or whatever. Man's got like a man's wearing a watch as well. All right, okay. All right, so boom. Then there's also like a handcuff, but it's open. Yeah. And this is where I said I saw something interesting. Yeah. Now, the way he's standing is like, obviously, it kind of like a representation of the eye. Yeah. And the way that it's open, the cuff, the police cuff or handcuff, what you want to call it, it's like it's positioned. You could like more or less see a C. Yeah. But then at the same time, because it's also open, yeah, if you know the shape of the letter three, actually it's in okay, that wouldn't make sense, but technically it'd be in mirrored differently if that makes sense. But other than that, it's like IC3, yeah. And if you don't understand the code IC3 or what that actually represents, um, I don't know. Well, I don't say I wouldn't know why you wouldn't know that, but um, for those that don't know, it's basically a police code for black male. Basically, that's basically it. Yeah. Um, and I think IC4 is. They got different codes. They got a code for a white man, code for a black man, code for a Asian man. They also got code for black women, code for a white woman, code for Asian man. So it's no any different. It's just, not the codes are different, but do you know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that you know what I mean. But where you can always hear them go, I see free mail, blah blah blah, and they're flipping. Anyway, let's not get into that right now. All right, so there's 9 tracks in here. All right, so there's the beginning, on my life, all white, and that's the interlude featuring Nate Small and K Trap, I believe. Give me a second, let me just pull this up properly, because the problem with this particular thing is I'm using my phone in it, and all right, so yeah, Red 32 obviously. Then there's Nate Smalls, and there's K Trap, and I guess 169 is the actual producer on this track, because it does say 169, and yes, it said, yep, okay, we know that now. Then there's the next track after that is Take Care of Me featuring Tiggs the Author. Yeah, me big up Tiggs the Author, and Highly from Western. Yeah, me big, yeah, cold, cold. All right, and then there's the song Anxiety featuring KK. And then there is Pressure featuring Blade Brown. And um, yeah, and there's additional vocals from Loic Essen. I like the fact that Loic Essen has continued to work with Wretch 32, or Wretch 32 has been continuing to work with Loic Essen. Like, listen, this is what I like about life. Yeah, when you build a relationship with someone, yeah, I ain't talking romantic or intimate relationship. Don't get that twisted. But I'm just talking about in general with people. Like, you just catch a vibe with someone, and if they got great, if they're doing something that's similar to you in terms of, let's say in this case, it's music, isn't it? And it's like, if you know what they can bring to the table, you're like, I'm gonna need your vocals on this one. Like sometimes you can hear a track. Like for me, from experience when I used to do music, you can literally hear someone on a track. Like you could be like, you can listen to the production, you already got your lyrics set, you probably recorded your thing, but you're like, it's missing something. But if it had, you know, one of their brethren, whoever's probably a singer or whatever, like in this case, like Keston, she's like, yeah, Lloyd Keston will be cold on it still. Boom, call that Lloyd, give me, transfer the money, boom. You get me? When I say transfer the money, obviously you gotta pay flipping, you know, pay for features, get me? Um, it's not free out here. Then there's the song Last Night, and I think it's called, not, okay, I can't see the full thing. But anyway, the song also features M Huncho and additional, yeah. Then yeah. Then there's the song Next Door featuring SL, which I believe also should have had gigs in it. He would have been perfect on that rhythm. I'm telling you, he would have been perfect. Every time I would listen to that song, yeah, I swear to you, I could hear Hollow Man on that. It's such a Hollow Man production. Like, or not production, but it's such a production that Hollow Man would do well on. Like, if you've listened to a lot of Hollow Man, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. When I say Hollow Man, I'm talking about gigs, of course, but I'm talking about the Hollow Man. I'm talking about from the SN1 mixtape days, Hollow Man. That type of vibe. I mean, he still kind of brings that vibe now and again. Don't get it twisted, but it's like I can hear him on that. I don't know why. Like I don't know what it is about that production. I'm trying to place a finger on it, but I can't think of it for now. Like I just think he would be cold. In fact, the other reason why he would be cold in it, because obviously, if you're talking about Little Big Man and talking about the situation, I'm gonna go into it a bit deeper. So this video may be longer than expected, but it is what it is. Things need to be said. Um, and yeah, let's get back into the other thing. Then there's the song The End. All right, so basically, I I want to try like condense this so I can do the video as well and react to that. Because I know there's gonna be a few things that I'm probably gonna say something that's similar, but alright. So look, basically, the whole synopsis of this, not to give too much away of it, is the fact of there's some people in the ends that are unfortunately in that position where there's a cycle. Basically the cycle is there's some that unfortunately, because of pressure or whatever the case is, from a youth, they end up being in that lifestyle of being in the trap. Do you see what I mean? And there's so much noise around them. Do you see what I mean? So they have to stay focused on what they need to do to get the P and do whatever the case may be. However, there's a plot twist. The plot twist is nothing stays the same, nothing is consistent. So there's always going to be some problems. You could have problems with the plug, you can have problems with the clients. Like there's so many problems. You got problems with the ops that you did, like you probably even went to school with, or you went college with, or whatever the case is. So it's like there's so many things like that. There's so much noise around you that you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So you don't know whether you're coming or going. And I was watching, I still need to watch it fully, but I think, no, not everything, I saw a trailer of it. Big up Big Ego Entertainment Media. Get me, like, I can't remember which one it was. But in fact, I should know which one it is. I should know. But basically, in the trailer, he mentioned that, you know, because he was asked, do you think going to jail actually saved your life or something like that? And he's like, yeah, it saved my life. Then this is the point I'm trying to make. It's like, in some cases, for some, it's actually like that. Unfortunately, it's like that. Jail will save, as much as jail can be dangerous, but at the same time, it's like, for some men or some women, it's like, it can save their life. But, you know, it's like, I look at it in such a weird way when it comes to the trap life or whatever. There's many trap lives, but this particular situation, and it's like, it's weird because the reason why I say it's weird, which no, it's not weird. Like I can see why certain situation, because there's a certain agenda in it. Let's be real, yeah. But in fact, there's a song. I'm gonna try and find a song and try and react to it. Hopefully there's a video for it, but yeah. Alright, so boom. Where was that? Alright, so long story short, yeah, it's hard to explain this thing. But what I like in general about this particular project is how Wretch delivers this project, delivers the story, delivers exactly. If you watch Top Boy, the latest season, I'm looking forward to the new season, by the way. But like, if you watch it, you will understand that there's a reason why people do certain things. Do you see what I mean? And not to say that it's right to sell drugs, not to say that it's right to, you know, fight people or, you know what I mean, or to stab people. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying there's a reason why people feel triggered to react in certain ways. Do you see what I mean? Like in some cases, if you're not knowledge upon your mental health or stable enough emotionally or whatever, like if there's certain noise in the background, you know what I mean, wherever you are, it's like you could, if you're like you hear the noise in the background, right? All right, then no, you don't because they switched it off. Now, here's the thing: when there's noise in the background, there's certain things. If you're emotional, like when I say emotional, you rap based on your emotions. Hear it. It don't need to be that loud. Let's be real. Now, here's the thing: me personally, I could react in a situation. I could get up. I'd be like, ding dong or knock knock knock. I'd be like, why the blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I could be vexed, I could be upset. You know what I mean? And that's not gonna help the situation. Not gonna help them, not gonna help me. So you know what I'm doing? I'm stay focused on what I've gotta do. You know what I mean? If I've gotta speak louder, enunciate my words and try and sound as clearly as possible, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Nothing or no one is throwing me off my game. Nothing or no one is throwing me off on what I feel I need to do within that time frame. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's funny that this happened on time like this, yeah, because you can't make this up. You genuinely cannot make this up, yeah. Like when I say I feel like I'm spiritually inclined, for some reason everything is on time. Like I'm spiritually inclined that way, yeah. I don't plan this in terms of knowing what to say. I don't really plan it. I just off the whim, like whatever time, like I'm just off the whim. I do what is, you know what I mean. So yeah, like, and it's interesting with this whole situation because most, let's be real, they're not taught about how to deal with their emotional problems effectively, like properly. You know what I mean? In some cases, some man them on the ends or girl them on the ends, they're taught how to react in different situations. It's like there's one particular song on my workout playlist from Mia X. If you don't know who Mia X is, you know what I mean? Like, I won't say she was the first, technically, was she the first lady on No Limit? She was on No Limit Records, innit? Basically. And she got one track, basically, where she mentioned about her mum told her, you know what I mean? If you have to fight, then fight. Pick up bottles, pick up whatever. If you need to pick that up to help you fight, then do that. Let me stand your ground. Because she understands her environment. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so she taught her how to deal with a particular problem. Now, that may not be the necessarily right way, and I'm not saying that that's exactly what her mom taught her verbatim, because I don't know. You know, sometimes some rappers can exaggerate. You know what I mean? But not to say that Mia X is lying or anything, because I don't know her full truth. However, this is why she needs a drink so she can tell her story now, and she needs to be celebrated. But anyway, but so yeah, so I just think at the end of the day, children from an early age need to be taught how to deal with their emotions and their problems effectively to the point where, you know, if they do find themselves in that situation, unfortunately, then they will know how to genuinely react properly. Now, there are levels to it, but it just makes me think, if you're pressured because you're seeing your mum see constant red letters and all that stuff there, and you just like, oh, you need to help out the household, blah blah blah, you don't know what to do. It's like then you're seeing some next man on your ends just flipping, pushing a beamer, and it's like you're like, oh, how did you do that? You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's like I won't lie to you, innit? Like sometimes when you feel like you're in a very pressured situation and you've exhausted your options, yeah, or you can't, yeah, in fact, yeah, you exhausted your options because this is from personal experience. There's one time when I genuinely feel like I exhausted my options, and then and the guy, unfortunately, I thought was bullying me. Like I've said this story before, but I don't know if you're new to this channel. But basically, I said like to the guy, "Oh, I said whatever it is you're on here, like this is me just verbatim, not verbatim, but this is what more or less I said. If you're on it, get me like let me in, like let me show me the ropes, innit? Because I need to work. Get me, I need money, right? And he just told me, Raf, this ain't for you. Because once you're in it, you can't get out of it. Those were his exact words. Yeah? This was his exact words. Raf, this isn't for you. Yeah? Once you get in it, you can't get out it. Get out of it. Yeah? Those were his exact words. If he never told me that and he made sure that I didn't live that lifestyle, I don't know where I'll be. I'm gonna be real with you. Because in life sometimes there's certain decisions you make that could affect other decisions in your life years later. That's just the reality of life. Yeah, that's how it happens. Like certain things. So yeah, I want to talk about something else, but I think I want to save that for the video because I don't know. I haven't seen the video fully yet, but I feel because of that video, I'll be able to emphasize a lot more on what I really want to say. Yeah, because I want to touch on the Windrush era. I want to even touch on you know so many other subjects that you know what I mean, like to help solve this problem as well. Because even in the oh, because I think Henry, um, she basically she was on the last track in the end, and she was doing the reporting of the news or whatever. And I think that she asked the question of how can we end this cycle, and I want to basically break that down. I want to talk about that properly, yeah, because wow, this is mad, this is insane. But anyway, the link to the album or the EP is in the description box below. I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. Wretch is still coming through with the bars, obviously. I like the features on here as well. He definitely got the right type of features as well. Also, it would have been interesting if he did have someone like I said, gigs as well. That would have been an interesting. But it was interesting that he had someone like Blake Brown. But that took me by surprise in the sense of I didn't expect that collaboration. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, look, the way I look at careers or business or whatever, you got to obviously work with someone, or especially in the entertainment industry, there's always someone new coming in it. So you have to kind of nice yourself with the younger generation. You know what I mean? Let them know that you're not an old head in this thing. Like you're still, even though you may seem like an old head to them, you're still someone that can still, make up noise in this thing. You know what I mean? I don't mean noise in a disrespectful way. Don't get it twisted. But I'm talking about, make up the situation, make up a noise that, yeah, I still got it. You know what I mean? And I'm here to mentor you doing your thing so you can be even better than me. That's why I look at Wretch. You know what I mean? Like, because obviously if it wasn't for Wretch 3-2, I wouldn't have known an Avellino. Another cold MC. Another cold MC. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes sense. Yeah? Like, another great example of that type of mentorship and finding new talent, Jazzo. Yeah? If you don't know who Jazzo is, I feel sorry for you. Right? He's the one that helped through Jay-Z. Now, the thing is, there was a kind of break. But then, for some reason, I forgot how the story goes, but basically, he ended up being mentored by Big Daddy Kane. And then, boom, next thing you know, Jay-Z end up, you know, linking up with Dame Dash, Kareem Bigsburg, and the rest is history, as they say. Get me? So, it just shows you if you rock with the right people, pun intended, you'll be able to help develop a new nation. pun intended. New Nation favorite paper. Guess who said that bar? Anyway, wait, was it Wretch 3-2? Give me a second. I actually have to find this out. I forgot. I'm pretty sure he did say it. I'm pretty sure he said it. Give me a second. I'm not editing this. You're gonna see because I'm mentioning this as we do this. I'm sure it was him. It was either him or it was either him or Bashi or Gets. No. Give me a second. You know when you type it, like in Google, yeah, and the thing don't come up properly. Sometimes they come up with something strange. So you have to be very, 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 very specific. Oh, I can't even find it. It was either him. Oh, I can't find it. Nah, this is annoying. You know what, yeah? Flipping heck. Nah, this is mad. I know, yeah. Someone said that New Nation was their favorite paper, yeah, and New Nation is I don't know if they still exist. It's mad, but like they are a black-owned newspaper. You know what I mean? I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was Wretch 3-2. If you know, please leave it in the comment section below. I was trying to find it, but I don't want to make this video any longer than it should be. It's already gone past 21 minutes. Back to hit 22 minutes. Get me? So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button as well. Hit the notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Follow the Thealkebulantrust on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that good stuff there. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for the album or the EP. The link in the description what's below. Telling you, it's worth the listen. It's worth the listen. I'm looking forward to reacting to the video. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe for that. Road to 1K. Technically, we're on a road to 1 billion. However, let's start with the basics first. Road to 1K, yeah? Let's go.